Hey, so I am I'm going to go in and adjust my microphone to make sure that I am audible for you all. I so give me just a moment. While I am getting everything set up, I want you all to know that I'm back with a video. As you can see, the title of the video is discussing. If it seems like my vision is off, it's because I'm going into the sound menu to adjust my microphone setting. But I was going to say, I'm going into, I am, okay. It looks like it's a decent, like, I got it all the way up. So I think it should be good. Maybe I could get closer. Yeah, it looks like, well, then you won't be able to see me. But yeah, I may need to get a microphone for my next live. This is my first time going live, so once I end it and get to play it back, I'll see, what I need to improve upon. So whoever tunes in, I appreciate your patience on the subject. But I was getting to the point and the meat of the matter, which is this video is discussing the only hair that you'll need to use for the two-strand twist extensions. Now, if you are new to this channel, I do have a video on two-strand twist extension technique, which is two-strand twist extensions are a service that I offer here at such a natural salon. I'm in the Metro Detroit area, and if you are already an existing subscriber to the channel, you already know that. But oftentimes, people who are viewers of the video, they tend to ask me a lot of the same questions regarding the hair. I do tend to follow up with follow up on the comments, answering questions. But even in the video, I do explain that the hair that I use for the two-strand twist extensions, which I'm wearing myself, I did my own two-strand twist extensions on myself, is called Afro kinky bulk hair. Now, in regards to the hair, there are quite a few brands on the market, and depending on what state or city you live in, there may be different brands and styles available. But this brand is by Xpression. It's called, it's actually called Springy Twist. Yeah, it's called Afro Springy Twist. It's obviously gonna look backwards to you all, but it's called, well, right now it's backwards to me, but I think it's gonna show up the right way to you all. But it's Afro Springy Twist, and the other one that is another go-to for me is called the um, it's by Janet Collection. It's the Noir. Yeah, you'll see it says Noir on the side. And they come in like both of these brands. I'm starting to see more colors available on the market, but the Janet Collection Noir has a much more broad color spectrum available. And I'm really seeing this kind of like everywhere. But the biggest reason why I have not gone into, or I did not take the liberty to explain like specific brands on my technique video was not from a branding perspective or want to get paid for mentioning people's brand names, but it's strictly because there are a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to the two-strand twist extension hair. I've been using, I see two people have tuned in so far. Thanks so much for being here. This is my first time having my face on the channel, so you get to see who is the face behind the voice. So thanks for being here. If you don't mind, drop a like on the video. But yeah, so I am going to get into some manual work and show you all the twisting process. I did drop in a few so you can see, a little bit of progress, how the twists are just straight out of the pack. This is me actually using the Noir hair. I want to say that this is like a 27-1 mix. And so the right now I'm gonna use a number 30. It's a little bit brighter You can see a little bit better as I'm twisting down. But yeah, I am actually, what I was getting to was why in the technique video I didn't go into details regarding specific brand naming them, and just like stuck to, you want to look for the Afro kinky bulk hair, which is the texture of the hair is Afro kinky bulk. Is because there are many inconsistencies that I have personally experienced with buying hair, having clients buy hair to bring it in, which is why now I personally will resource the hair myself and have the client just ready to come in and be serviced when they're going to get the service ready to be washed and styled. But as far as those brands, the expression the Xpression Springy Twist Hair and the Janet Collection Noir are my go-to brands. Just because it's a very smooth finish, it curls up on its own, and that's another thing. Sometimes, like people are watching the video and the technique, and they ask me, "Well, can I use Marley hair or something like that?" Like overall, my objective behind doing the video was to display how the specific hair I use gives the results of the finished look. So that's the overall objective. And I would say that any other hair is not going to give the same finished result. So that's particularly why I focus in on using what I use in the video so you can get the results that I receive. But yeah, so I'm using the number 30 right now, and this is the Janet Collection Noir. And I'm just kind of like going to drop a few in so you can see how it is live, how the actually like twisting the hair is, and how it just kind of like has a small twist or curl at the bottom. Now, I use just a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit more hair in another section, a new section, so you can kind of see how it curls up on its own. Um, Kind of like you see, mine actually dropped. They were much tighter when I originally did them, and they don't look that bad, but they like a month and a half old. So that's what's going on with my hair. Um, in the comments, can anyone let me know if like I'm not like working with a microphone. This is just my straight laptop. So if I'm not, if my volume is very low, it's not intentional. I'm gonna do better as the time goes on. If I just want to improve for you all. Just let me know how it's going so far. But yeah. So again, with the number 30, I'm just dropping in a twist for you all. Yeah, I mean, as we know, doing extension hair, sometimes it can get tangled, but it's not like difficult to work through. Um, and of course, if this was a client, like I don't want to waste product on my mannequin hair, so I don't really have any product on the hair. But I was gonna say, as far as the my mannequin stand was kind of moving, but that's another thing. When it comes to working on the tripod, you want to make sure you got everything secure and locked in. I didn't have it completely tight, so that's what was happening there. Um, oh, I see. All right, I got it. All right, so this mannequin head is from Kinks and Coils, Royal Kinks and Coils. Oh, thank you. Thank you, lovely styles. I appreciate that. But yeah, so yeah, the Royal Kinks and Coils. And they actually have a variety of tools if you're up and coming stylist or you are looking to incorporate different services that could be of use to you. So I would check out their style, their website. I mean, Royal Kinks and Coils. So yeah, I'm just twisting this down for y'all, and then next I'm gonna move into the Outre Xpression Springy Twist hair, so you can see how that is. It is a different, it does render a slightly different look compared to this, and it is longer, obviously. But I don't know if you can see, but it curls at the end, and like as you are working through it, kind of like gradually gets a little bit more of a spring to its curl. So the next hair out. And then I'm going to show you the inconsistencies from the Noir pack. I have not yet so far experienced any consistencies with the Xpression Springy Twist hair. So that's why it's kind of like my favorite. But again, because you may have clients who want more of a variety of colors to work with, to use for their twist extension, I have to, in the store figure out, because I got the sensors on there, so I got to kind of like measle my way into the pack to make sure it twists right before I purchase it, because it's no use in me purchasing it, getting it home, and then finding out it's not gonna work out. So this right here is the Afro springy twist hair. Um, And also another hair to use is spring twist hair. Like it's a few different brands on the market that call the texture spring twist hair. It's the same method applied, but the twist looks slightly different. So what I'm gonna do now is just do a few drop-ins of the expressions springy twist hair, so you can see what that looks like. And it is longer. Interestingly enough, I think both packs say 24 inches, but obviously this one is longer than this. This is the Noir Afro Kinky Bulk. So, and I'm not really covering technique because I do have the video on that. So I'll make sure to tag the video to the technique in the description, and I'll tag this video to the hair details in the technique video just for reference. But yeah, so I'm just dropping in. This is the Expressions Afro Springy Twist hair. Um, and this is in the color 2. Now, what I noticed about this brand is that it's actually dark, like the hues are darker, like compared to even the Noir Afro Kinky Bulk. Like this is a number 2, but it actually looks like more of a 1B. And I mean, you can tell it's brown, but it's deeper. It's deeper than a typical number 2 is basically what I'm getting to. So this is the Expression Afro Springy Twist hair, and it's still the same texture. Like you could tell it's Afro Kinky Bulk. They just using different terminologies with these different brands now. But you can look at the textures and compare and see, that it's like if you have the eye for it. Like I get some people are inexperienced and they may not be comfortable with choosing hair. So I can see why, people want me to be specific. So this is what this video is for, covering hair that I personally use. I do want to show you this other brand, other 2 brands, but I have to get them. So I have to step away from the camera for a small period of time. Quick moment. I'm here in my salon suite actually. So you get a little peek into my world. I would do a video, but obviously I got my lights and stuff set up, so it's not how it would normally be. So again, this is the Expression Afro Springy Twist hair, and you can see that curls at the end on its own as well. Like I said, both packs actually say 24 inches, and you can configure this hair to, like, it stretches, but you have to kind of like start with a little bit on this end as you're, adding the extension into your client's actual hair for it to lay longer, but it's still not going to lay as long as this naturally does. This is just like half straight out, like it's straight out of the pack, half twisted down, halfway, folded halfway. So I'm gonna do a couple more of these just so you can see the difference. And then I'm gonna show you all the other two hair, which are actually called spring twist hair, and those are gonna look slightly different also. This is the number 2. And the reason why I like this hair is because it really doesn't take a whole lot for the section to look plump. Like, I'm working with a mannequin hair, so it's not really gonna render me the same results of how voluminous a twist can look on, an actual live model's head. But this is what I had to work with today. So, yeah. Just gonna do one more of these, and then I'm actually gonna show you all the packs of the spring twist hair, and I'm gonna do a couple of, because I got 2 different brands of spring twist hair, so I'm gonna do one of each so you can see. But essentially, all spring twist hair is gonna look alike. Thank you, Lachey. This is like my first time going live, so I'm kind of like working through it. So I appreciate you tuning in. You all for tuning in so far. Yeah. So this is again the Xpression Afro springy twist, and it's really just I like the texture. I honestly, when I do a 2-strand twist extension on a client's hair with this, I only use 1 pack of hair. Like, it's rare that I have to break into that second pack because it only takes like a really small pinch of hair for the section. Because, like, honestly, you don't want too much extension hair in a section because it's going to weigh down. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so this could possibly be useful to assist in increasing your arsenal of styles. Wow, tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. I've never been to Texas. I look forward to the day I can come down. But I was gonna say, yeah, I really like the texture of this, and it blends well. Afro kinky bulk hair period blends well with the all of my clients here. I've used this on multiple textures. Now, the one thing that I wouldn't suggest is using the working with clients who are transitioning or having straight hair with the Afro kinky bulk hair, because it, as you can see, is kinky. So if you don't have a texture that's like kinky, curly, wavy, you're gonna have like a lot of poking out strands, and it's just like not gonna be becoming at all. And okay, yeah. So as far as I'm here in Metro Detroit, so there are numerous beauty supplies where I can find the um, Janet Collection Noir hair. Is almost everywhere. It's like I've never really been to a beauty supply they don't have that. It's definitely everywhere online. I like to price compare online. If you're an online shopper, you can sometimes almost always find a better deal online compared to the beauty supplies. But sometimes the beauty supply is more convenient because you may have a client tomorrow. You don't want to wait or run into any inconveniences with shipping. So that's where I find the noir hair. So that's just another one of the springy twist hair by Xpression. These two are these all all of these are the Noir Janet Collection Noir Afro Kinky Bulk. So aside from that, the Afro springy twist hair here in the Metro Detroit area, the only place that I know to get it is the Hollywood Beauty Supply, which is on 7 Mile in Wyoming. Now that's not to say that I'm kind of spoiled. So if I know something is somewhere specifically, that's just where I'm going to go. I don't like trying to go other places and ended up finding out that it's not there. Waste something like that. Yeah, I can understand that. Sometimes like it's a matter of like some people do the method of crossing over hair and getting it linked up like that. And sometimes installing it is not the smoothest, and you may deal with a lot of tangles and different things. And sometimes you just deal with a lot of tangles with different hair, period. So it really just depends. Like I said, this has become my favorite because it's a slightly smoother process of twisting it in. It is longer, so it allows more versatility depending on how long the client's actual hair is. You can, earn more, and not be limited to only working with people who can fit within the parameters of what this can achieve lengthwise. So I'm gonna grab that springy twist hair. Give me just a couple seconds. I don't have any music playing because I don't want to get any copyright strikes. So thank you for your patience. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to say, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. But this, I have another one. It's called Kadi, is the brand. And we can talk about human hair too, because I do have some to show you all. We can talk about human hair too, because I do have some to show you all in the pack. And I can actually install some human hair for you to actually compare the difference in the outcome. Um, so I'm going to show you how the package of the Kadi looks. Okay, it's hard to come by at this moment. But the point is, what okay, thank you. The type of hair that I'm wearing actually is the noir hair. And to my surprise, after I already installed this, a month later, the springy twist by Xpression, my local favorite beauty supply, Hollywood Beauty Supply, they actually have 30 now. So I'm just gonna be, rolling with them from now on, especially since it's longer, it's more versatile. Even though I could pull this up and do different things. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see me being pinning it up and doing different things with it on some of my personal posts intermittently within my the different styles that I post with my clients. But the brand is called Kadi, and they have bomb twist hair, which this is called. I actually prefer the bomb twist hair because, okay, these are cut in half, these strands. I cut them in half because it's 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 long. This is it cut in half. So I actually ended up cutting it in half. I don't have the original packaging. I don't know where anything is right now. Like I need to get my life together. But I just did this at the spur of the moment because I had a last minute no call, no show. So I'm like, I got my equipment in the car. Let me just go on and go live so I can get this video in because people need this information. So I'm gonna put a couple twists in with the Kadi hair. Now, what I was gonna explain was if you just Google Kadi Bomb twist or Kadi spring twist hair, it'll come up. But then also other spring twist hair will come up as well, so you can price compare and things of that nature. But I like the bomb twist hair. Don't be thrown off by the picture on the package either, because it's kind of off-putting. That's the only way I'm gonna put it. Compared to the spring twist package picture, it doesn't look the same, but it actually gives you the same outcome. It's just that the bomb twist hair comes unwefted, meaning it's just curls, and you separate the curls to get you a strand to install as a twist extension. Whereas the bomb twist hair, even though it's not a hassle, it does come on a weft, so you have to go in and pre-prep, well, prep not anyway, so cut the hair off of the weft to get it ready for the installation process. So if that means anything to you, then yes, I would go more so for the bomb twist hair. And I actually like the bomb twist hair because I feel like it's easier to separate. I also feel like it's more that comes in the pack. I could be wrong. It may be prep. I may be biased, but I'm gonna get into installing the Kadi Bomb twist hair. And this is again it cut in half. So cutting it in half kind of gives it a similar length to the Noir Afro kinky bulk. But this hair, as you're gonna see, has more bounce and shrinkage to it as far as the it's spring twist hair, so it's curlier. So this is, I want to say that this is a number 1B. I'm not 100% sure though. So yeah, um, just installing this Kadi Bomb twist hair to demonstrate to you all the comparison of how that would look using it as a for the 2-strand twist extension. Um, And again, I'm not really covering or being specific about technique because I'm going to go on and put the video for the technique that I use for 2-strand twist extension in the description box once I end this live. So I'm just twisting this down for you. And I'm going to do another one with this hair too, so you can just really see to compare to the other two. You see that? It's a really nice curl, and it gives a, like, this hair when I first finished was kind of like up here. It was so tight, but even though it was so tight, it's still not like it wasn't like this, like a ringlet. So I do so like my point in showing you this is it really just depends on your desired like your desired outcome and your client's desired outcome. Like um if they want more of a stretched look, you can go for the Noir. If they want a longer stretched look, you can go for the Afro Springy Twist by Xpression. And it comes, I've seen it, you can buy it online as well. And I've on quite a few websites to price compare, but I've seen samsbeauty.com has it the cheapest so far that I've seen it. So I'm going to do one more of the Kadi Bomb twist. Now, essentially, it's the spring twist hair, but it's not on a weft. That's my opinion of it because it renders the same result as the spring twist. So, and this mannequin head is an older mannequin head that I got from Royal Kinks and Coils. Royal Kinks and Coils. And they actually have a new and improved model on their website now because this one does not allow for you to make actual parts, if that makes any sense, down to the scalp. like you wouldn't be able to make a clean part with this model, but they don't even sell that anymore. They have a new and improved model on their website. So if you were looking for a Afro kinky both mannequin to work on styles and or sorry, that's my phone. I meant to turn off the sound before I started filming, but I was gonna say that yeah, if you were looking to resource a mannequin head Afro kinky texture, I would go that route. Um, I've recently gotten back into doing some research. My preference concerning texture right now is gonna be, and two, it does depend on the client's hair um, length, but overall, because overall, I could just cut the Afro Springy twist hair in half if it's a client with shorter hair or they want a shorter length of two-strand twist extension. But I am very biased to the Afro Springy twist hair because it has a nice shine. It's very smooth to twist with. It doesn't take very much um, mini pack. Like literally, I've done full heads of two-strand twist extensions with just one pack of hair, and that's not even cutting it in half. So it doesn't take very much per twist. So that has become my preference currently. Previously, I liked Biba, but I can't find it anywhere. So I think it was discontinued, and that's why I don't have it here to demonstrate, which because it would be pointless anyway because you can't find it. But yeah, that has become my preference, texture wise, and because the length, like personally and for clients, because people want more versatility. And I was gonna say, okay, so two-strand twist extensions are 300. I include the hair with the service, and all of my services include shampoo, finger detangling, and conditioning. Um, and so this is the if you can see that, this is the Kadi, the bomb twist hair, which is essentially just the spring twist hair off of the weft. But if you go into your local beauty supply, they really have become so savvy and they really want to earn as many dollars as possible. There are a lot of brands that have spring twist hair now. So I would shop locally and see what you can find before purchasing online, because I think these are $11 to $12 a pack, and you need at least two packs depending on how full you want it. But besides that, just a second. But besides that, I was gonna show you what I meant about inconsistencies. So I recently was doing a two-strand twist extension, and I purchased some hair, obviously for my client, so she could just come in and have a seat and get the service done and not worry about finding hair. Um, and she wanted a a number 430 mix. So I got the hair and I did my normal procedure, which was, or routine, which was twisting the hair before I bought it. But come to find out, half of the pack I couldn't use. So I'm going to show you what I mean by inconsistencies and why I was so hesitant in the technique video to even name brands. So this is still the Noir. And okay, so it's kind of just from texture, consistency, from color to color, and well, whatever colors are readily available now. I like the springy twist, but the thing about it is I like noir too because some of their textures are on par. Some of their colors, excuse me, are on par with how the spring Afro springy twist feels, and that's like why I'm on the fence about it. Once you get into, some of them can be more brass like, not brass, more coarse feeling, but it could, that could be of use depending on the client's hair texture. That's, so it just depends. It depends on who you're working with. Um, but yeah, so here I'm just kind of showing you one of the packs I ended up buying of the Janet collection Noir, the number four mixed with 30, and how Okay. You know what it is? Okay, so this is twisting right, which is funny. That's twisting right. But it's it's like a few bundles in here that weren't. I don't know what that sound means. Let me see. I think this might be one. Because what it does is it doesn't look anything like the regular twist. So I want to see if this is one. Because really, I want to demonstrate this so you know what to look out for when you personally go into the beauty supply and test the hair out before you buy it. So look, it would do this like while I'm trying to show y'all. Because when I was doing the twist extensions, I was getting frustrated because it was not. Look, this is. I don't know. I'm not finding the bundles. Like it was bundles within the pack of hair. That okay. Let me see. It was specific bundles that just were not working with me at all. So it just looked like not a twist. Like I don't know if you all have ever tried to twist your hair and it just doesn't look like a two-strand twist. I don't know a better way to describe it, but I might have thrown it away. Like now that I'm thinking about it, because if this one doesn't do it, I think I may have just thrown those bundles away. But the point is, it behooves you to go in and even at the register, if they allow you to just, can I twist this hair before I buy it? Or if you could dig your finger in there and pull out a section and twist it, I would do that because, yeah, these are, of course, these are twisting right on camera. It's not letting me do what I was intending to show you, but overall, this is what you want it to look like. That's really that's the silver lining I could take away from what I was trying to do, is showing you that this is what you want it to look like. It doesn't matter what brand you go for. Any within any of this is what you want the twist to look like. If it looks odd and like it could unravel, stay away from that. Now, since I have human hair, I almost forgot. Since I have the human hair, I'm going to show you what that looks like. I do offer as a service the human hair, but if the client obviously human hair costs more, so I can make it available to purchase the human hair, but it's going to cost more. It's going to cost more with the human hair. No, I don't curl the ends. The ends curl themselves. If you can see that, yeah, they just curl themselves when I twist it all the way down, like right there. That's just how it does. And you see, like this is a number 30. So depending on the color, sometimes it curls more. I don't know why, but sometimes it does. So this is way more curly. Like this is a month and a half that I've had this in. Um, but yeah, after I twist these two down, I'm gonna show you how to two-strand twist. And then the reason why, like, okay, so people are used to, and I'm glad that you asked that, lovely styles. Um, People are used to the whole, what is that? The kinky twist hair. Now, kinky twist hair. Okay, this style lasts 3. And why it can last 3 months is because it's very lightweight. You can wash and care for it as you would your own hair. And when it gets wet, it does not feel heavy and it dries fast. And clients can either come in for a wash and palm roll to neaten up the roots at about the 6th or 8th week, or they just, keep it clean and let it get older. Like this, people always compliment me on this, and this is just old. So it really just depends on your personality and your preference. But I'll get back to the kinky twist. Comparably, kinky twist, I wouldn't wear a kinky twist past 6 or 8 weeks because, first of all, it's heavy. Secondly, when it gets wet, it's heavier. And then, as far as like what you mentioned about the curls, you have to curl the ends, and it's not, they cute. It don't look like this though. And that's just it's an added thing that you have to do after you do the twist. Like, I would rather not have to do that step. So I'm glad that I found an option that opens up more versatility and longevity for the client. Um, and the kinky twist hair can be kind of coarse, like actually on your fingers, it can be kind of hard. So um, yeah. So this is the look that you want to go for as far as the twists are concerned. Nice, plump looking. And these two are the longer ones that I use. If that could go off. These are the Afro Springy Twist by Xpression. And just showing you the ends. They curling it on. Now you do see a little bit of frizz at the end. I just kind of clipped that off. And you know, they are more like that at the end after I clip the frizz off. Um, but beside that, um, those are the main two that I've worked with as of late. Now the human hair is going to give you a different look. As we know, the human hair Afro kinky bolt is shorter. I mean, okay, so it does come up to, I've seen 18 inches. It may come longer. Maybe you can find something online longer, but it's still going to be in this Afro puff condensed manner. You're not really going to get it like how the fiber hair can come basically stretched. And when you install it, you kind of got to layer it a little bit because this hair has tendency to kind of shred apart. So I'm gonna um I'm gonna do a couple of these for you all. And so this brand is the Vivica Fox Afro Soul Human Afro Kinky Bulk Hair. And it's the same technique, just human hair. And again, I'm gonna tag or put the link to the technique video in the description box just in case you haven't had a chance to see it for reference. And yeah, so I'm just installing this human hair so you can see a point to compare how the human Afro Kinky Bulk twist would look, using the same installation technique. So just twisting this down. I want to say that this is a one. I think this is a one, this color. Um, but the Vivica Fox Afro Soul, they come in like a lot of colors. It's human hair, and some people, I don't know what the deal is, but like I've always experienced that the human hair, even though it says it's human, it does not color for some reason, like the human Afro Kinky Bulk hair. So if you wanna, if you think, like if you had planned on installing a human hair to maybe start some locks with, or to at some point color, I would just get color hair, because for some reason it's not it's not gonna react the same. Now, that's what the two strands was. Now it'll relax a little, like as you are going through the head of hair, like the weight of the next row of twists will weigh it down and make it lay down, but it's more compact. Like it doesn't really puff up like these. Like I would have to use a lot of hair in a twist. Like let me grab, like I'm gonna do another one for you with like a bunch more hair in the section so you can see. But yeah, just like how I brought up the locking, like you could lock. I know some people would think, oh, that don't really sound right. But because you're growing the locks out from your root and you only using the extension. Okay, so for starters, if you started locks with a two strand twist extension with human hair, this is still gonna look like a twist. This never turns into a lock looking lock, like a cylinder looking lock. It's always gonna look like a twist, even though it's human hair. It never mats up. So people generally, even if they do human hair, will grow their hair out, palm roll to keep it clean, different things. And once their root area has grown out to a length of comfort, they cut the extension off. And then they have a head of lots of their own hair. Some people prefer human hair, and that's fine. But you could do the same process with the extensions done with the fiber hair, and it'd be more cost effective because the Vivica Fox Afro kinky bulk hair is human, and so it costs locally here in Metro Detroit is going for about 35 a bundle, and maybe more now. That was about last year or so, the last time I checked. But I'm gonna do one more of the Vivica Fox Afro kinky bulk human twist so you can see and compare um, to the other ones that are here on my mannequin. And then after that, I'll take some questions if you all have a question. I actually, okay, look, so thanks for the questions, you all. Lachey is asking, how long did it take me? And what is my pricing? The two strand twist extensions vary per person, but it typically takes in the window of 5 to 7 hours. It's just me working on the client's hair. I don't have an assistant or anything, and that's including the wash from the shampoo bowl to being finished, typically 5 to 7 hours. I do have and the cost of the service is 300. It includes the extension hair. If we're doing the fiber, if the client prefers, not okay. Before I finish that answering that question, the fiber is from my because I have it in now from my personal experience, and I've always used the fiber. But I was gonna say that I don't have any issues as far as scalp irritation. And again, it's very light. You can wash and care for it as you would your own. So I don't really see that much of an event. I don't see an advantage at all using the human hair, especially if it's a style that you're going to take out. That's just kind of like a waste of money at $35 a pack. So I was going to say that people typically are just, my service includes the fiber hair, and it's 300, and it lasts up to 3 months. And generally they may come back at about the 6th or 8th week to get a wash and palm roll, and to neaten up the roots if they are prefer a more polished look. Some people like it to naturally progress, like myself. I like older hair, and this is about a month and a half old. So I get tons of compliments. People always think it's mine. They think it's locks. They are small, so you can't exactly tell what it is. But yeah. So this is the Janet Collection Noir Afro Kinky Bulk, and this is a number 30. And I do have an IG. Thanks, that's a great question. I am such a natural period beauty on Instagram. So you can follow me there. And I have quite a few work samples and examples of my different styles that I offer for reference. I also have a Facebook page. If anyone's on Facebook, I'm such a natural beauty on Facebook. But these are the human. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Hold on. I've been talking too much. Okay, that's an important question. I'm gonna answer that, Lachey. But these right here are the Lachey asked how many bags of hair did I use. I'm gonna answer that in just a sec. But these are the human, and you see that? Like it's kind of like, okay, so you see how that kind of like it's different. These are kind of like, you know, they got a different body going on. Those are doing something different. But anyway, I may be biased. There's nothing wrong with using human hair. It's just different. It's gonna be a different outcome. It's gonna be a different feel. But how many bags of hair that I use? If I'm using the fiber, it's gonna be. This is important. Okay, with the Janet collection Noir hair, it's gonna be 2 to 3 packs. It depends on the client's hair. Now, finer hair, shorter length of hair, you're gonna be closer to two, maybe 1 3/4 pack of hair, depending on the packs. Now, that's another thing. Sometimes the packs can be more full. I don't know what that is about, like their process or anything like that, but that's what's happening there. So that's why sometimes I find myself rotating between 2 to 3 packs, and I never really finished the third pack. It's generally about a quarter to half of the third pack that I use if I end up using the third pack at all. And then when it comes to the 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 springy Afro twist, that one I generally use 1 pack. If I ever break into the second pack, it's like one little bundle. And these are how the bundles come. I'm I'm saying bundles, but they come in little pieces, like little sections, I should say. Sections like this. At most, I'll use like one section out of the second pack. So it comes very full. I'm going to show you a new pack. This is like just a brand new pack of the Springy Afro Twist by Xpression. So as you can see, it's very full and it doesn't take very much in per section of the twist that you're doing. So that's why it only takes me generally 1 bag of hair if I'm using that hair. Now as far as the human hair, okay, before I get to the human hair, it's okay. So the Kadi Bomb twist hair, that usually takes 2 packs. And I usually get 2 packs because it's more like a pack and a half. But it's nowhere you have to order that online, the Kadi brand. But I don't know if you would know, but there's a lot of different spring twist hair brands available on the market. Even Sensationnel has one. Biba has some spring twist hair. So it really depends on you and what you want to go for as far as the look goes. But these right here are how the bomb twist, the Kadi bomb twist. These are how the bomb twist look. It does, like I said, I cut it in half, so it will be longer. But that's how the bomb twist does. It's very nice. It's very shiny. You don't want any like none of these. The hair that I use, none of it. You don't want to work with straight hair at all. Not to be like throwing people with transitioning hair under the bus. It's just the fact that it's not going to look good. And I don't want to. I always like have a consultation in depth and thorough, like talk to people about like their hair's conditioning, how they've been wearing it, have you been straightening your hair, and sometimes people will say no when they come in and they have heat damage because they fail to mention that, oh, I've been flat ironing my hair every 2 weeks for the last year. So those things factor into how polished the finished result will be. So I try to be as running into scenarios like that have made me get more and more precise with my consultation process, and talking to people to find out their actual hair's condition instead of like, just assuming, okay, they're ready for a twist extension. Like, let's put you in the schedule. But this is how long the pack says 24 inches. So this is the Afro Springy Twist hair by Xpression. Outre Xpression Springy Afro Twist. This is the Kadi Bomb Twist hair. And the rest is the I'm drawing a blank, but it's right here. The Noir Janet Collection Noir Afro Kinky Bulk. So it really just depends on what your overall goal for a finished look is. A lot of us want the longer twist, so you would go with the Now, in clients' hair, to actually expand, like this is an old style that I took down on this mannequin head, so it's kind of stiff. I didn't wash it or anything. I was just coming on here to kind of demonstrate really quickly for you all. So it's not going to respond the same way an actual client's hair would in the twist, which would make it expand, which is why I don't have to use very much hair to twist in because it's going to become plump and very full. And you'll see different samples of what I mean because everybody's head of two-strand twist extensions look different. You'll get to see different samples of what I mean by that once you, if you get a chance to check out my Instagram page, which is such a natural period beauty. And no, you're fine, Shay. You helping the live go along, and you actually kind of like prompted me to give you all some details that really matter and are important. It says, "I'm sorry for asking a lot of questions. I love this style, and I'm trying to get people where I live to get hip." Yeah, I know, right? Thank you. Thank you for going live with braiding and hair. It can be so confusing sometimes. You're right. I've been doing specifically the two-strand twist extension style since about 2013. Okay, that's a great question, Ina. Ina asked, "Do I use creams with braiding?" I'm going to answer that in just a second. When it comes to this style specifically, it was a lot of trial and error. Not so much with technique, but actually hair. So that's very valid as far as the hair being confusing because, like, I used to be like thrown off when I would, like, I got used to buying the noir and just knowing, okay, it's going to be fine. And then finding hair that I couldn't show you today for some reason. Maybe I threw it away. But anyway, where it would not be twisting consistently like the rest of the twists are. It would be very wobbly and just not a polished look for me. So, and then it would be like not being able to find that brand some places when I'm, messing up and trying to last minute find something for a client, things like that. So it's just important to really have resources like this. And like you said, I'm glad I went live too because it's actually been something I've been putting off for a minute because I figure, okay, maybe I can explain to them in the comments and that'll be enough, but it's never enough. People need visual representation of what is said. We're often visual learning, so it does help. As far as creams, I do use creams when I twist. I actually like really moisturize hair before I actually start installing the extensions so I don't have to go back and forth with applying product on the hair before I twist it in. So what I do is after it's been washed and finger detangled and conditioned, I'll go through with a leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna show you what I use, what I like to use. I like it's been overused, so you can't really tell, but embrace the natural you, the leave-in frosting cream. I like this one. It's almost gone. And I also like the main choice. Do It Fro the Culture line. They have the triple layer leave-in. It's really hydrating. Both of those are really hydrating. It doesn't take very much of it. And then of course I use an oil. I like the sweet almond oil. I actually have a handmade oil that I is a sweet almond. It's a sweet almond oil base. And I use essential oils like lavender, tea tree, lemon eucalyptus, and sweet orange. It's called Everything Oil. I have it here in my salon. And then after I incorporate the oil, I go in with a cream. Lately, I've been using the Tijen Daily, the butter cream, daily moisturizing cream. It's okay. Um, it's heavy enough to where it's gonna give good saturation, but it's not too dense to where it takes too much for you to actually work it into the hair. So that's what I really like about this cream. And sometimes I do add a little bit of the Twist and Define cream because I'm just a fan of those two creams by Tijen. I have been for years. And aside from that, sometimes instead of the buttercream by Tijen, I'll use the curl stretch pudding, which is gone. that's gone, but yeah, that's typically my go-to before blow drying hair. I do not blow dry. And that's another thing. Someone recently asked me, do I blow dry the hair or should they come? Like, this was a new client and they were asking me how they should come prepared. And they asked me, should I stretch the hair on low heat? And I don't work with blow dry hair at all when it comes to twist extension because stretch hair is not going to match the twist extension hair texture. So I don't work with blow dry hair. Blow dry hair is more useful for if you're working with like a box braid or something like that where you want to match the texture of the extension hair. So it's a preference for me to just work on damp hair, and that way too it's just more moisturized. I can like kind of go through the parting more easily. For me it's easier, but I can see how for some people it's easier to work with blow dry hair. But yeah, I've been doing this for a while and it's my preference to work on damp hair. And then as far as any other creams, I don't really, those are really like my go-tos for this specific style. So unless I have any more questions, I'm gonna end this live soon. Um, and I appreciate everyone for being here. And this is like a something to celebrate. My first time going live, I get to answer some questions, give you all some details about the hair that I use and what I prefer to use, and some outcomes to compare, and different things that really matter when it comes to spending your hard-earned money. So, and then also to be able to educate the clients. If you have any clients that you're going to be working with, you want to be as informed as possible so you can help them make a educated decision on what they're going to go with, or so you can be prepared for their service so they can feel confident and comfortable coming in, just having a seat and not have to look for hair. That helps too. Thanks a lot. So it's been fun, and I look forward to going live again soon. I actually have something that I'm working on. um, you too, Christy. uh, you all, lovely, Ina, Lachey, everybody, y'all rocking out with me this afternoon. So, yeah, if you have any other questions or concerns or some other styles that you've been working on that you may want me to do a live on, or even just a pre-recorded video and upload, I have a two-strand twist with thanks a lot. I was gonna say I have a two-strand twist tutorial just with a client's own hair, no extensions, coming up very soon. So be on the lookout for that. And I was going to say that other than that, any additional questions, comments, or concern, leave them in the comments. Make sure to like this video on your way out. And make sure to follow me if you don't follow me. On Instagram, I'm at such a natural period beauty. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed here on my YouTube channel. And text me. You can text or call me at 313-948-8957. To leave any notes, like maybe suggestions on what I could improve on as far as going live, as it relates to sound or video, lighting, any of that. And then also, if you want to request a certain style or technique or product review or anything like that. So looking forward to the next time. All right, bye.